Hello. I was reading a story about a man named David Hartstein who's being charged with assault after attacking somebody with a pool ball. He was upset at the guy that he was beating on because he thought that the guy had stolen some of his stuff. The man he was attacking was 91 years old. Another guy tried to break up the brawl and he was also struck. Really? Attacking somebody who's 91? I don't think that's exactly a fair fight. I'm not sure that anyone over 80 years old is really in any position to defend themselves in a fist fight. You know, one's reflexes tend to be a little off by then. Unless, of course, you got two 90-year-old guys fighting, in which case they would both punch and block at such a slow pace, it's highly unlikely that either one of them would be hurt. So not only did this moron attack a 91-year-old man, he did it with a pool ball. I mean, how much of a wuss do you have to be to require a weapon when you're attacking somebody who's 91 years old? If anything, I think the 91-year-old guy should be the one with the weapon. You know, that would at least make it a fair fight. What that guy needed was a switch cane. Point the cane at an attacker, press a button, and a blade pops out. I mean, just make sure you don't actually shank a nurse or a doctor. Does anyone in my audience remember MC Hammer? Now, the young among my audience probably won't remember him, but you older people will. His claim to fame was a song that he sang called You Can't Touch This, which had an accompanying video where he danced around in these gold clown pants. So this song was a massive hit and it made him a boatload of money. Now, he took $12 million of that money and he built a massive house, which apparently required tens of thousands of dollars a month just to maintain. The 40,000 square foot home had Italian marble floors, a bowling alley, a recording studio, a 33-seat theater, 2 swimming pools, tennis courts, a baseball diamond, and a 17-car garage. Now, it sounds like this guy was living the life. Well, until he declared bankruptcy a few years later. Now, Mr. Hammer squandered all of his money, and I can only assume it's because he believed that his success as a musician was going to last. So he tried to stay famous, but to no avail. I remember seeing him on Letterman a few years after he declared bankruptcy, and he announced that he had changed his name from MC Hammer to just Hammer. I remember sitting there thinking, really? You think that's going to relaunch your career? People are just going to be blown away by the change? Same thing happened to Prince when he changed his name into a symbol. Didn't help. So Mr. Hammer's latest project is he's developing a search engine that he hopes will outperform Google and Bing. The project is called WireDo, and it's been 2 years in the making. I think Mr. Hammer is living in a fantasy world. I'm guessing he has absolutely no idea how absolutely huge and powerful Google is. Hey Hammer, if you can do it, they can do it 100 times better in 1/10 the time. It's an ant versus an elephant. I thought it might be interesting if the search engine actually does well. Google has become so popular that people actually use it as a verb. If somebody wants to know something or find something, we tell them to just Google it. So if MC Hammer's engine takes off, we might just tell people to hammer it. This could lead to some issues. Hey, my computer monitor is flickering. How can I fix that? Well, just hammer it. My dog won't stop barking. What should I do? Just hammer it. My groin has a cut on it. How should I fix that? Just hammer it. I absolutely love Halloween. It was one of my favorite holidays as a kid. I mean, come on, free candy and all I have to do is wear a cheesy Spider-Man costume, walk up to a door and say trick or treat, all with no limit on how much candy I can accumulate. Sounded like a pretty good deal to me. I actually used to plan my route to ensure maximum candy. I found that row houses were always very lucrative. Now, I would always expect candy when trick-or-treating. Now, some people would hand out popcorn or fruit, which really used to aggravate me. So when I read a story about a religious group trying to put some religion into Halloween, it made me want to get out my Lucifer costume. Now, these people are calling it Jesus-ween, and revelers are expected to hand out treats with a Christian flair. Now, I'm used to religious nut bars coming to my door. The thought of going to their door, if only by accident, nauseates me. I mean, come on. Do we really need the sheep forcing their beliefs down our throats on a kid's holiday? Is nothing sacred anymore? Using a fun occasion to spread the myth of religion? I'll tell you something, if I went to someone's door and they gave me a Bible or a Jesus fish, I would give it right back. If I said trick or treat and they said let us pray, I would respond with, no time to pray, I'm on a tight timeline here. And if they said God be with you, I would say unless he has a way for me to double my candy, I don't need him. I would then turn the tables and use religion to try to get candy. I would say, it is better to give than to receive, so give me all your candy. Question of the day is, what was your favorite Halloween costume as a kid? Mine was Spider-Man. It was cheesy and stupid looking, but I loved it. The second question is, how big is your cranium? Mine's huge. That's it for this episode. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to fave, comment, subscribe, rate cheese on your omelet. See you next time. Really in any position to... He sang a call... Now Mr. Hammer squandered...